Hey there, savvy travelers. Whether you're jet-setting for the first time or racking up your frequent flyer miles, airports can feel like a maze, and sometimes a minefield. If you're the kind of traveler who triple-checks your passport, packs smart, and plans ahead, you're already doing great. But even the most prepared people can be caught off guard. In today's video, we're exposing how thieves are targeting passengers at the airport. And trust me, some of these spots will surprise you. I'm going to break down 10 real theft zones and give you smart, simple ways to stay ahead. So buckle up, and before we jump in, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a tip from Travel Vibes. Part number 1, where security feels safe, but isn't. Let's start with one of the most surprising places thieves love to strike, the TSA security checkpoint. Now, for most travelers flying out of U.S. airports, whether you're a student heading to spring break, a parent managing kids and carry-ons, or a solo adventurer chasing your next destination, this spot feels secure. After all, you're surrounded by uniformed officers, scanners, and rules, right? But here's the catch. Your attention is divided. You're pulling off your shoes, unzipping your laptop, dumping coins into trays, holding your ID, listening to instructions. Meanwhile, your most valuable items, your phone, wallet, camera, even passport, are rolling down a conveyor belt, alone. And that's exactly when thieves make their move. One method is the delay and swipe technique. A team works together. One moves quickly through the scanner ahead of you, while the other lingers just enough to stall the line behind you. Your items are exposed for those extra few seconds, and that's all they need. Even worse, sometimes the danger doesn't come from passengers. At Miami International, 2 TSA agents were caught red-handed, stealing directly from passengers' bins. It's rare, but it happens. So how do you protect yourself? Simple. Send your shoes and toiletries first, and your high-value items like phones and electronics last. That way, they spend less time unattended on the other side of the scanner. Stick a bright sticker or a neon label on your devices. It makes your gear easy to identify and harder to accidentally swipe. And here's a trick the pros use. Stash your phone, passport, and earbuds in your jacket pocket, then put the whole jacket in the tray. It hides what matters most and keeps it all together. Trust me, treat your TSA bin like your wallet is wide open. Because in a way, it is. Part number 2, the restroom trap that catches you off guard. Now that you've made it past security, you might think you can breathe easy. But one of the sneakiest theft zones at the airport isn't out in the open, it's behind a closed door. Let's talk about airport bathrooms. If you're flying solo, like many young professionals, students, or even first-time travelers across the US, you've probably faced that awkward moment. You really need to go, but you've got your luggage, your laptop bag, maybe even a neck pillow hanging off one shoulder. So what do? Leave your bags outside the stall and hope for the best? Or try to wedge them all into a space barely big enough to turn around? Unfortunately, either choice can make you a target. Thieves know these moments. They wait near busy bathrooms, watching for bags left outside stalls or left unattended by the sink while someone's washing their hands. You're distracted, and they only need a few seconds. That's why experienced travelers use a different strategy. When available, look for a family or accessible restroom where you can lock the door and bring everything inside with you. No awkward squeezing, no exposed bags. And if you're traveling with someone, take turns. One watches the bags while the other goes in. Easy. But if you're alone and stuck using a regular stall, here's a tip. Always keep your bag in front of you, never behind. Use the space under the door to loop a bag strap around your foot, or even hook it to the stall's coat hanger with a small carabiner. That tiny move alone can stop a grab and run in its tracks. In a place where privacy gives you a false sense of safety, staying alert in the restroom is one of the most underrated travel smarts you'll ever learn. Part number 3, why airport cafes are a thief's playground in disguise. Let's say you've passed security, freshened up, and finally found your gate. You've got time to kill, so you head to the cafe or food court. Maybe you grab a sandwich, sip your iced coffee, and scroll through your phone to check last-minute gate updates or share a quick post on Instagram. Feels like a break, right? But this relaxed moment is exactly what thieves wait for. If you're the kind of traveler who flies solo, travels light, or works remotely while on the go, your attention is probably on your phone or laptop, not on the backpack you placed under the table or the crossbody bag draped behind your chair. That's when they strike. A thief sitting nearby may nudge your foot gently, or another might bump into you accidentally while walking by. It's subtle, fast, and incredibly effective. One distracts, the other lifts. Even your smartphone isn't safe. Leaving it face up on the table makes it an easy target for a quick snatch and walk. In seconds, your most important item is gone, and they're lost in the crowd. So here's the smarter move. Keep your bag on your lap or wedge it snug between your feet. Loop the strap around your ankle or through a chair leg if you must set it down. And never, never leave your valuables on the table, even if you're just reaching for napkins. If you're dining alone, take everything with you when you get up. Yes, even if you're only walking 3 steps, because thieves are counting on those small lapses. But now, you won't give them the chance. Part number 4, the charging zone. That's draining more than just your battery. So you've made it past security, grabbed a bite, and now your phone's hovering at 9%. Naturally, you spot a charging station tucked away by the wall. Open outlet, quiet corner, problem solved. Right? Not so fast. This next theft zone hides in plain sight, and if you're like most modern travelers, relying on your phone for boarding passes, ride shares, entertainment, and even hotel bookings, this mistake could cost you everything. You plug in, step away for a snack, or glance at the monitor for an update, and just like that, your device disappears. Charging areas, especially those without supervision, are hotspots for opportunistic thieves. And it's not just physical theft. There's also something called juice jacking. This is when hackers use modified USB ports to secretly access your data or install malicious software while your device is charging. Think about it. 1 minute you're powering up, the next you're compromised, and you might not even know it until hours later. The smarter solution? Pack a portable power bank and keep it charged before you travel. If you absolutely have to use a public outlet, make sure to stay with your device. Never leave it unattended, even for a minute. Want to go one step further? Use a USB data blocker. It's small, cheap, and adds an extra wall between your phone and whatever might be hiding on the other end of that cable. And whatever you do, avoid charging in dark corners or isolated spaces behind kiosks. Stick to well-lit areas where you're visible, aware, and in control. After all, it's not just about battery life, it's about peace of mind. Part number 5, the waiting game that can catch you off guard. You've cleared security, charged your phone, and now you're finally at your gate. Boarding is still 20 minutes away, so you settle in, maybe pull out your earbuds, check your email, or just people watch for a bit. It feels like a moment to relax. And for most travelers in the US, this is the calm before the final push onto the plane. But here's something most people don't realize. The gate area may feel safe, but it's still wide open, and you're more vulnerable than you think. Picture this. A friendly-looking traveler sitting nearby leans over and asks, "Hey, would you mind watching my bag for a second while I run to the restroom?" It sounds harmless. But what if that bag contains something dangerous or illegal? In some cases, you could unknowingly become responsible just by agreeing to keep an eye on it. Or maybe the situation is flipped. You need to run to the bathroom or grab a quick snack, so you ask someone to watch your stuff. When you come back, both your bag and your helpful neighbor are gone. It's easy to fall into these traps, especially when you're tired, trusting, or just trying to be polite. But in high-traffic areas like the gate zone, even short moments of distraction can have lasting consequences. Here's the smarter move. Don't watch anyone else's bag. And don't ask strangers to watch yours. If you really need to step away, take your bags with you, or ask a gate agent if they can assist. And if you're catching a nap while waiting to board, loop your bag strap around your wrist or ankle so it can't be quietly slipped away while you're dozing. You don't need to be paranoid. You just need to stay one step ahead. Part number 6, the luggage carousel, where thieves blend in like travelers. You've landed, stretched your legs, and made it through the jet bridge. Now it's time to collect your checked luggage, but don't let your guard down just yet. Because the baggage claim area is one of the least secure zones in the entire airport. Here's the shocking part. Anyone can walk into most baggage claims in the US. No ticket, no boarding pass, no ID. Just walk in, blend in, and act like they belong. And thieves do exactly that. Once bags begin rolling onto the carousel, it's a free-for-all. Black roller bag after black roller bag, nearly identical. A thief can stroll up, grab one, and walk out confidently. If questioned, all they have to say is, "Sorry, I thought it was mine." No alarms, no questions. Just gone. And if you're like most travelers, checking bags with important items tucked inside, you might not even realize your loss until you're halfway home. That's why smart travelers make their bags stand out. Ditch the plain black suitcase and go for bold colors, or at least add bright ribbons, stickers, or custom tags. Not only does it make your bag easier to spot, but it also makes it harder for a thief to claim it was just a mix-up. Another smart move? Use a Bluetooth tracker like an Apple AirTag or a Tile. Slip it inside your suitcase and you'll know exactly where it is at all times, even if someone else walks off with it. And most importantly, never pack valuables, medications, or travel documents in your checked bag. If it's something you absolutely can't afford to lose, it belongs in your carry-on, right by your side. Part number 7. Outside the terminal, where friendly faces can be dangerous. You've made it through the flight, grabbed your luggage, and now you're rolling everything toward the curb. Maybe you're texting your Uber driver, checking your rideshare app, or answering a quick call. Sounds familiar, right? But this is exactly where many travelers, especially those tired from a long flight, let their guard down. Outside the terminal, things move fast. There's traffic, honking, shouting, flashing lights, and people going every direction. Amid all that chaos, thieves see opportunity, and they move quickly. One moment you're setting your suitcase down to greet your ride. The next, a stranger offers to help, grabs your bag, and walks off like it's theirs. In some cases, thieves even pose as rideshare drivers. They'll open the trunk, offer a warm smile, load your luggage, and drive off before you even realize you got into the wrong car, or never got in at all. Others work in pairs. One distracts you with questions. Are you waiting for Lyft or Uber? While the other casually lifts your backpack from behind you. These scams are surprisingly common at both big-name hubs like LAX and smaller regional airports. The solution? Start by confirming everything. Your driver's name, car make and model, and license plate, before you even approach the curb. Keep your luggage in front of you at all times, not behind where it's harder to see, and avoid lingering curbside while juggling your phone or multiple bags. Move with purpose and stay aware of who's around you. Curbside may look like the end of your journey, but for some thieves, it's just the beginning. Part number 8. Airport parking lots. A goldmine for professional thieves. Most travelers think the risk ends once they've stepped out of the airport, but if you've left your car in long-term parking, the danger might just be beginning. Let's be real. Whether you're a business traveler flying out of Atlanta every other week, or a family taking your first big trip out of LAX, long-term parking feels like a convenient solution. But at airports across the US, especially at major hubs like Dallas-Fort Worth and Chicago O'Hare, professional theft rings are watching. And they're not looking for parked cars. They're looking for easy ones. These criminals don't just break windows and run. Many use advanced tools to reprogram key fobs, disable alarms, and even roll your car away undetected. What's worse? They know the patterns. They know which vehicles are left for a week or more. And they know exactly when to strike. It's not just high-end models that are at risk either. Common cars, like Honda Civics or Toyotas, are in high demand for parts. And if you leave your garage opener or any documents with your home address inside the glove box, you're not just risking your vehicle, you're risking your home too. The smart move? Park in a well-lit, visible area near a security camera or attendant booth. Use a steering wheel lock to add a visual deterrent. And always clear your vehicle of valuables, paperwork, or anything that can be used against you. If you're leaving for more than a couple of days, consider using a monitored valet service or secure park and ride lot. It might cost a little more, but peace of mind is priceless. Because in airport parking, it's not just about where you park, it's about how well you protect what's yours. Part number 9. Free Wi-Fi isn't always a free pass. You're at your gate, Your flight's been delayed an hour and you need to check your email or maybe upload that last-minute document. You see a network called free airport Wi-Fi, no password, super fast, perfect. So you connect. But here's what most travelers don't realize, especially students, young professionals, and remote workers flying out of major U.S. airports. Not all Wi-Fi is what it seems. Cybercriminals know how desperate people are for a quick connection. So they set up fake networks with names like airport guest or terminal-free Wi-Fi, names that sound legit but are designed to trick you into logging on. Once you're connected, they can quietly monitor everything: the websites you visit, the data you enter, even your saved passwords. In worst-case scenarios, they can install malicious software without you ever knowing. That's why smart travelers never take public Wi-Fi at face value. If you must connect, use a VPN to encrypt your data. Stick to secure websites that begin with HTTPS, and never log into your banking, shopping, or health accounts while connected to an airport network. And here's a simple tip. Turn off your device's auto-connect feature so it doesn't latch onto the wrong network the moment you walk past a terminal gate or coffee shop. Because in today's world, digital theft doesn't require a stolen wallet. It just takes one careless click. Part number 10. When friendly turns risky. Scams that play on your emotions. Airports can feel overwhelming, especially if you're traveling solo, visiting a new city, or navigating your first international flight. So when someone offers a kind smile or a helping hand, it feels comforting, familiar, human. But sometimes that's exactly the trap. Imagine this. You're lifting your carry-on into the overhead bin when a fellow passenger insists on helping. Or you're in line for coffee and someone strikes up friendly conversation, asking where you're headed. Seems harmless, until your bag, phone, or even passport quietly disappears in the background. These emotional scams work because they disarm you, and they're especially effective on U.S. travelers who are used to casual politeness and social small talk. Pickpockets and scam artists know this. That's why they use charm as their first tool, not force. Some common tricks include strangers who accidentally drop cash near you, hoping you'll bend down and get distracted. Others pretend to be confused tourists needing directions or ask you to sign a petition while their partner lifts your belongings. The key isn't to become cold or paranoid, it's to balance kindness with caution. Be friendly, yes, but stay alert. Keep your bags zipped and close to your body, especially in crowded terminals or gate areas. Trust your gut if something feels off, and remember, a genuine person will never pressure your time, attention, or belongings. Because at the airport, awareness is your real carry-on. And it just might be the one thing that saves you from walking straight into a scam. And there you have it, 10 hidden traps at the airport that most travelers never see coming. From the security line to the curb outside, every part of your journey holds both excitement and risk. But now, you're not just another traveler, you're an informed one. Because the truth is, thieves don't go after the hardest target. They go after the easiest. The distracted, the tired, the overly trusting. But with just a little extra awareness, a few smart habits, and the right mindset, you can stay 10 steps ahead and turn your next trip into something memorable for all the right reasons. So next time you fly, walk through that terminal with confidence. Because now, you know what to look for, and more importantly, how to stop it. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you know who's flying soon. And don't forget to subscribe to Travel Vibes for more real-world travel tips that make every journey smarter and safer. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.